اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. پیارے بچوں، السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ. بچوں، آج جو ہم پڑھنے جا رہے ہیں وہ ہے فرام ہنگر اینڈ ہارڈ شپ ٹو ریفارم ایٹ ٹریجیکٹری. یہ ہمارے ٹاپک کا سب ٹاپک ہے. ہمارا جو ٹاپک چل رہا ہے وہ ہے فارمیشن آف ایرسٹوائل جموں اینڈ کشمیر اسٹیٹ اینڈ ڈوگرا رول، جس میں ہم نے فارمیشن آف J&K اسٹیٹ، سائننگ آف دا ٹریٹیز، ٹریٹی آف لاہور اینڈ ٹریٹی آف امرتسر، ڈوگرا رول کنسالیڈیٹڈ، سوسائٹی، اکنامی اینڈ کلچر، ایجوکیشن فار آل، فیمیل ایجوکیشن، وومین ان ایوری ڈے لائف. یہ ہم نے پڑھا. اس پر میں نے آپ کو جانکاری دلائی. اب اس کے بعد جو ہے وہ ہے فرام ہنگر اینڈ ہارڈ شپ ٹو ریفارم ایٹ ٹریجیکٹری. دا لینڈ واز موسٹلی اونڈ بائی دا مہاراجا اور دا لینڈ اونرز. A large majority of rural population was landless and lived in abject poverty. They toiled on the lands of the land owners and had to pay such high taxes that hunger and starvation became more or less a regular affair. Everybody, including carpenters, weavers, craftsmen, boatmen, butchers, bakers, was taxed. Production of silk, saffron, pepper, tobacco, wine, and salt, as well as the sale of grains, was the monopoly of the state. The Sahukari system and forced labor, begar, were the basic causes of the exploitation of the common masses and remained the pronounced features of this region till 20th century. The practice of begar was most prevalent for meeting the requirement of supplies during the military campaigns and construction of routes towards the inaccessible and difficult terrains like Gilgit. These two evil practices, exorbitant rate of taxation and begar, remained the major grievances of the masses of Kashmir. پھر ہم دیکھیں گے ریفارم ان لینڈ ریونیو سسٹم. About 80% of the total population was engaged in agriculture, and peasants had the right to cultivate as long as they paid one half of the produce as government share. In 1889, C. Walter Lawrence was appointed as Revenue Commissioner to reform the land revenue system. Some of the important steps suggested by Walter Lawrence are as follows. کیا ہے وہ؟ The land revenue was reduced from half to 1/3. The peasants were granted occupancy rights. The cooperative societies were set up, which further helped in abolishing money lending. Further, during the reign of Maharaja Hari Singh, the passing of agriculturist relief regulation of 1926 AD saved the cultivators from ruthless exploitation of money lenders. The Land Alienation Regulation 1933 AD prevented peasants from getting deposit of their land, and the Land Improvement Act 1936 AD aimed at advancing loans to the agriculturists. پھر ہے removal of untouchability. Apart from the deplorable condition of the agriculturist class, the lower castes remain the most marginalized section of the society. The widely prevalent menace of untouchability in the Jammu region had made the lives of the Harijans miserable. The lower castes were not allowed to share public places, and their entry in the temples was also banned. Arya Samaj became the most significant agency for initiating a movement against this evil. Further, Maharaja Hari Singh in October 1932 made a formal proclamation by throwing open the doors of the state temples of Harijans for worship. This decision of Maharaja brought him unprecedented credit of being the first ruler of a princely state in India to take such a revolutionary step even before Mahatma Gandhi. بچوں یہ تھا آج کا ہمارا ٹاپک. انشاءاللہ کل میں اسی چیپٹر سے باقی جو رہ گیا وہ انشاءاللہ میں کل آپ کے سامنے لے کر حاضر ہو جاؤں گا. تب تک کے لیے خدا حافظ.